The part of linguistics that is concerned with the structure of language is divided into a number of fields. You were talking about subfields. This was the question. Please repeat.
What are the subfields of linguistics?
Okay, subfields of linguistics. Yeah, this is very important. Yeah, the subfields are very yeah. So the part of linguistics that is concerned with the structure of language is divided into number of subfields. We have been discussing about phonetics, phonology. These are the subfields. They are the subfields. Phonetics, phonology, morphology. We have discussed all these. We have discussed morphology. In your previous class, you have studied morphology. You have studied clipping, word formation, compounding, and all. So these are the subfields. Don't be confused. Okay. Okay, I will write it down so that you don't forget. Yes, people often ask, what are the subfields of linguistics? It's good that you ask me. Otherwise, I've been discussing subfields of linguistics. Yeah, subfields you're talking about. Here, I will just tell you about the subfields in brief. We'll have a detailed discussion also. Subfields of linguistics. The most important, I've been telling you, the core, if you remember my words, the most important field is phonetics. We cannot imagine linguistics without phonetics. This is the most important field. And then you have phonology. Then you have morphology. Okay, I'm just writing them. I'll be telling you one or two sentences later on. I'm just writing them first. Okay, morphology. Then you have, say, syntax. You have semantics. And then pragmatics. Last, though not the least, it's very important, pragmatics. And very interesting also. Yeah, these are the fields, remember them, because we have been talking about them all the time. These are the major fields. They are the subfields of linguistics. And like phonetics is the most important field. Phonology you have already discussed. Morphology also we have discussed in the previous class. Syntax we have been discussing right from our childhood. Syntax, semantics, and pragmatics. This might be a new word for you, so I'll be explaining to you. Well, phonetics, the study of speech sounds. What is phonetics? It is the study of speech sounds in their physical aspects. You may say phonetics is the sound system of a language in general. Okay, sound system of languages in general, I would say. It doesn't include any particular language, any specific language. When you study sound systems of languages in general, that means you're talking about phonetics. And phonology, on the other hand, is the study of speech sounds in their cognitive aspects. I mean sound system of a language in particular. Okay, when you are talking about any a specific language, that means you are talking about phonology. This is the difference. Is that fine?
Yes, sir.
You know the difference between phonology and phonetics?
Yes, sir.
The difference is that phonetics is the study of sounds of languages in general, and phonetics is this study of sound system of a language in particular. Okay? Yes. Now, you know phonetics, you know phonology, you move on to morphology. Morphology is the study of words, word formation. What is it? It's the study of formation of words, structure of words. Remember, I hope you remember affixes. Do you remember we were talking about affixes? What are affixes? This is something very bad. I don't know. You tend to forget. Affixes, is a common word used for prefixes and suffixes. Prefixes and suffixes. Yes. This comes under morphology. Prefixes and suffixes. What are prefixes? They are added in the beginning of a word, and they are added at the end of a word. For example, I'm taking a circumfix. Circumfix is a word. Circumfix. This is also a part of morphology. Circumfix means you have say a prefix as well as a suffix. This your root word, for example, say mind, for example. Mind is a root word. Root word is the word which can exist alone. Now you remember I talked about bound morphemes, free morphemes. So mind is a free morpheme. It can exist alone. And here I put un. Un is a prefix and it is a bound morpheme. Why is a bound morpheme? Because un cannot exist alone. It cannot stand on its own. Full is a suffix. Full also cannot exist alone, cannot stand on its own. It needs a root word. It needs a stem. The base form. This is base, this is stem, this is root, and they are bound. They are bound morphemes, and this one is free morpheme. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
So now remember, we under morphology we talk about formation of words, how words are formed. There are different ways of forming words. We have affixes, we have we talk about bound morphemes, we talk about free morphemes, we talk about clipping, we talk about compounding. Compounding is formation of words by joining together two free forms, two free morphemes. Remember, blackbird, blackboard, green board. These are all compound words. So compounding, conversion, borrowing. Borrowing also, you borrow words from different other languages. Like English has borrowed a number of words. We studied that. So this is a part of morphology. Now you were talking about subfields, so these are remember these 6 fields. So you know what is phonetics, you know what is phonology. I'll be asking you, be very attentive, okay? And what is morphology? I don't know what have you done with pen. Yes, morphology. Morphology, what does it mean? Study of words, structure of words, or say formation of words. Now syntax. Syntax. What is it? The study or this study, or you may say the formation of sentences. Syntax is the study of the formation of sentences. Yeah, the structure of phrases and sentences is syntax. Is it fine? I repeat, the study of the formation of sentences, the structure of phrases and sentences is studied with all these things are studied under syntax. And semantics, semantic is the study of meaning. Here you study words, sentences in the whole, or say structure of phrases and sentences. As far as meaning of those phrases, those sentences, those words is concerned, you study under semantics. So this is the study of meaning. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Do I need to write them, or you just you understood?
Yes, sir.
Is it fine?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So syntax, semantics. Semantic deals with the structure of sentences. This deals with meaning of those the phrases and sentences, clauses, whatever. Then we come to pragmatics. This might be a new word for you, I might say. There's a little difference here. Semantics give you, literal meaning. It gives you literal meaning. This also gives you meaning, but here it is the meaning in context, in the given context. Okay, this gives you the literal meaning, and this gives you the meaning that the speaker wants to convey. The speaker wants to communicate. So what is pragmatics? The study of language use. Okay, language use means using language to get things done. Suppose if I say, suppose I say it's very hot. It's very hot. So literal meaning, I mean, as far as semantics is concerned, then you would say, yeah, it's very hot. But even as a native speaker, what do I mean by this? It's very hot, and you will understand that I mean that you switch on the AC or you open the window. Do you understand? They are the inferred meaning. So inferred meaning you get there in pragmatics, the meaning in context. The semantic is the literal meaning, and pragmatics is the meaning and use in context. Okay, this is fine. So here we discuss definition, nature, and you asked me to discuss subfields of linguistics. These are the subfields. Remember these subfields: phonetics, phonology, morphology, syntax, and semantics and pragmatics. We'll have a detailed discussion on all these fields also, or branches of linguistics. It's important. It's very interesting also. This we shall discuss. Okay.